Hi, good to see you again. It's Graham Martin. I'm the Recruitment Guy with part 2 of the 3rd episode, which is about relationships. This is about what I think girls and women actually like and what they don't like. And of course things have moved on since I was a teenager, but you know what? The basic concepts are the same. Women don't like to be chased, they don't want to be hounded or stalked, but they do want some consistent attention paid to them. So if you see a girl or you meet someone in a bar or pub or a club or wherever and you say you're going to get back to them, do so. Don't be all Mr. Call and call back in 2 or 3 days time, because you know what? Number one, somebody else might have rung, but also it's very much about playing games. And certainly in my experience, genuinely women don't like to be played around with like that. So if you say you're going to call, call. If you say you're going to text, text. If you're going to email, do so, and be consistent. And if you can't call for any reason, borrow somebody else's phone or explain what's going on properly. If you're tied up in meetings at work, explain you can't communicate during work time. Girls also don't like to see you all over Facebook with pictures of previous relationships. In most occasions, but not in every single one. So do think about how you post up on Facebook. And if you've got a blog, or maybe you're talking about your life experiences, do think about that. The other thing which, in my experience, women like is that they want to go to places with you that interest them. Now, that might mean you go to watch a particular film that you wouldn't normally choose to see with your mates. It might mean that you go to the ballet. It might mean you go to the theatre, or maybe even possibly a museum, or an art festival or a gallery. But go, you know what? You might enjoy it. But certainly you don't want to be starting off a relationship by saying you're not going to go to these things. It kind of makes you look as if you're just one-sided. If all you're interested in is sports or maybe video games or spending time at the clubs or the pubs with your male friends. The other thing which I understand very clearly now, looking back, is that you must learn to dance. Now that might sound a bit weird coming from a 50-year-old, excuse me, but as a guy in his late teens, early 20s, I could dance quite well. We had some dance lessons at school. They weren't great, but it was a foundation. And indeed, a close friend of mine, Sujan, told me that when he went to university, he realised very, very early on that the easiest way to meet great girls was to join the ballroom dancing club. And there was very few guys involved and lots of really nice girls. So he used that as a way of finding out and developing relationships around the university campus just through being a member of the ballroom dancing club. Now, of course, in the UK, Strictly Come Dancing and other dance TV programmes, Got to Dance, for example, on TV, are very, very popular. So I suggest that you do learn how to dance. It is cool. And as you get older, you'll really appreciate you've got a sense of rhythm if you can get around the dance floor. The last thing I'd share is that if you're going to stay overnight with a girlfriend's parents at their house, take some pyjamas, take a toothbrush, take your own towel. Because you don't want to be surprising your girlfriend's mum or dad in the morning when you need to nip to the bathroom, or perhaps you pop down very early to get a glass of water from the kitchen, and guess what? There you are with nothing on, and there's mum and dad. It looks funny in the movies, but you know what? In real life, it probably isn't. So I hope that helps you. Oh, by the way, if you do go and spend time with a girlfriend's parents, write a little note afterwards and say thank you for letting me stay with you, and maybe take a small gift with you, a token, maybe a bottle of wine or a box of chocolates or a small offering of flowers. It all helps. At least that way they know you're cultured and you're polite. There you go. That's the last of my tips about relationships. Bye for now.